Good evening, everybody. I hope you're well. Hope you've all had a good day and you had a good weekend. And I hope you've all had a great start to the week. My name is Stace, and I'm a spiritualist, medium, and psychic card reader. So if you haven't seen me work before, welcome. If you're new to the site, welcome. And if you're regulars to the site, welcome back. Hope you're all well. So let's see who have we got on tonight. Yes, it is cheery festive music. A bit early for me, but I don't do Christmas till the 1st of December. Although saying that, I've been Christmas shopping today and it's been so busy. Oh my days. Everybody's getting their Christmas decorations sorted out already, which is what I've been doing today. So I can't really be a hypocrite, can I? Hi, Elsa. Hi, Marianne. Hi, Nancy on Facebook. Hi, Elif on YouTube. Hope you're all well. Hi. Okay. I'm doing great, Nancy. I hope you're doing well. Hi, Keith. Hi, Susan. Hi, Sierra. Okay, let's see. Let's go with, as Elif was the first on, we're going to go with Elif first. And thank you for saying I'm your favourite reader. I'll pay you later. Wink, wink. Okay, Elif, let's see. Hello, my darling. Let's see what the cards have got for you. Hope you can all see me and hear me okay. Oh, Elif. Privileged lady. Now, this speaks of abundance and this speaks of good things coming your way, my darling. You've got the number 12 with 2 and 1 is 3. So I do know that come springtime, things are going to start falling into place for you and you're going to have brighter days coming. You've got the support and the love of the people around you because you've got the trees in the background and you've got firm foundations set for what you want to do and what you have planned. So start sowing the seeds now, and come spring, all will be yours, my darling, and you will be working and walking in abundance and with privilege. All right, my sweetheart, short but sweet, but good news for you coming for March. Hope that helps you, and thank you for working with me, my darling. They are beautiful cards. These are my I can never pronounce them. I call them my Kipper cards. There you go. That's my cards, if anybody's interested in. It says fortune telling on there, but I don't fortune tell, as you all know by now. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Linda. Hope you're both well. Hi, Tonya. Let's go to Marianne. Oh, Marianne. Let's have a look at you, my darling. Hope you're well. Hi, Vladimir. No, they're not regular cards that you see very often. I found these on eBay, believe it or not. I was actually searching for another deck and I came across these and they kind of called my name. So hi, Tanita. I'm very well, thank you. Right. Marianne, you got problems with your eyes, my darling, because my right eye is suddenly weeping and suddenly very sore. So I do feel like you're suffering a little bit with your eyes. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling, please. It is nice to have different ones, Pamela. It's been very, very windy and a bit chilly here today. Headaches and tired eyes, yeah. But do you find your right eyes weeping quite a lot? I feel like they're kind of, you're waking up and they're almost gunky. I don't want to say conjunctivitis, but it's almost like you feel like you've got an infection in one of your eyes. Pot tarot cards. Sounds different, Suzanne. Let's see what the cards say. Let's have a card for, oh, there we go. Let's have a look. Good news for you, my darling. You have sudden wealth coming now. This doesn't necessarily mean money. It could be wealth as in health-wise. It could be wealth as in career, job, anything that improves your life on a daily could come in suddenly and change everything for the better. You've got the number 11 card, so I do know November's important, but I also know that the angels are watching over you, my darling. So whatever it is you've been asking for, it's coming your way, and you've hit the jackpot right there. All right, my darling. So whatever it is you're doing, keep doing it. Whatever it is you're praying for, keep praying. Whatever it is you're asking for the angels for help with, keep asking, because they've heard your prayers and they're trying to help you. All right, my darling. So again, I know it seems a long way off. Come November, you're going to be in a lot better position than what you are now. All right, my darling. I hope that helps. Abundance of joy. Yeah, things are going to get better for you, my sweetheart. This time next year, you'll be it might actually be the end of the month. I'm assuming it's this time next year. But as I'm saying that, I get the feeling I know November's an important time of year for you anyway, to do with birthdays, passings, or anniversaries. If you can take that as that. But I also know that November is when by the end of November, you'll be in a lot better position than what you are now, whether it be a situation that's cleared up and you'll be in a much happier place, whether it be finances or whatever, but you're going to be a lot better off than what you are now, on a mental level. All right, my darling. Oh my goodness me, I'm more butterfingers this morning. It's been a busy day. My hand's tired. Okay, Suzanne Durrett, can I come to you, please? November for birthday. Yeah, I knew it was something important. Thank you for that confirmation, my darling. I know these are only short, sweet and fast, but I want to get through as many people as I can. So these are only mini readings, okay? But I'll try and answer any questions you got. Now, Suzanne, I feel a little bit of anxiety with you, my darling, as I'm shuffling the cards for you. My hands are all shaky when I look at your name. Can you let me know if this makes sense, please? Yes, I know it's Thanksgiving in November as well. But this was for a birthday, anniversary and passing. I'd love to celebrate Thanksgiving. I prefer that over Christmas, to be fair. Makes you appreciate those around you a lot more, in my personal opinion. So would you understand, Susan, the anxiety and the shaky, that you've got shaky hands at the moment? I feel nervous for some strange reason and anxious about things. Things are getting a little bit too overwhelming for me on a daily. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. It does. Thank you for that confirmation, my lovely. Okay, what I want to say to you is hand it over. Whatever it is you're worrying about, hand it over. Again, they've heard the whispers, they've heard the prayers, and they're trying to help you with it. Okay, my darling? Let's see what the card has to say for you. I've also got a bit of a blocked throat chakra with yourself, Susan. So anxious over medical issues. Oh, bless your heart. I've also got a little bit of throat chakra blockage going on. So I do know there's something that needs to be said that you're not saying, or something that needs to be raised that you're not raising. With somebody. Now, this could be over your health, this could be a situation, or this could be some advice that you're given and somebody's just not listening. But either way, I feel like there's a little bit of a battle going on to get yourself heard. Keep going with that battle. Make sure you get yourself heard, okay? Don't shut up and put up just because you feel like they're not listening. You have to find a way to make them listen. All right, my sweetheart, so keep pushing for that. And these cards really don't want to come out for you today, my darling. I don't know what's going on. So I do feel there's a little bit of stubbornness going on somewhere with yourself, with the situation. I feel like you're digging your heels in a little too hard, if that makes sense. Let's see. Change. Changes are coming, and you need to make these changes, darling, in order to make things better. There's a move. You can see the cases being put in the car from the house, so there's a move. So things are going to start moving very differently for you from now on. But you have to be the driver. You have to make the changes in order to move forward, because otherwise you're just going to stand at a standstill. Okay, issue with brother. Oh, bless your heart. I'm sorry to hear that. It's not nice when you have family feuds, is it? But there's definitely a change coming, but you have to make them changes. So you have to make that first move. If not, things are just going to stay the way they are, and they're not going to get any better, my darling. Okay, so if you want to see a change, make the change. All right, my lovely, I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me, and you're very welcome, my darling. Yes, you're stubborn. Yes, I feel like you're being stubborn. You need to compromise. All right, you need to stop digging them heels in so hard and compromise a little bit. It's not about who's right or wrong, but I feel I'm having to say to you, swallow your pride, because I feel it's an issue of pride that's getting in the way. And you know what they say about pride? It always comes before a fall. So just make them changes, my darling, and then you'll be able to move forward in a constructive way. Okay, my sweetheart? Izzy, busy. Let's get busy. I don't know why I had that in my head, but I got such in sweet. Thank you, Susan. I'm glad you understand it, my darling. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Izzy. Happy birthday to you. And that was rubbish, but hey. Let's send all our happy birthdays to Izzy. You're very welcome, my darling. Let's see what the cards have to say for you on your birthday. Let's hope it's a good one for you, my darling. I sound like Noel Edmonds from Deal or No Deal, don't I? Well, it's not Noel Edmonds anymore. Let's hope it's a good one. Someone else is being stubborn, aren't they, Izzy? Double nickels. Let's have a look. Family room. You need to get together with family and reconnect with family, my darling. I feel like there's been a little bit of a distance. If you look at the pictures on the wall, they're all set apart, too far apart, but there's one estranged from two others. So I know there's three in the family. Two are close and one is distant. And that could mean distant as in relationship wise, or distant as in location. But I'll let you decide. But there's definitely some communication needed between the three of you. Okay, you've got the bright blue wall there, and it's almost like a turquoise. So I do feel this needs communication to help stable emotions and help get some clarity on the past things that should have been let go. There's a nice cup of tea there for calmness. I want to give you lavender tea for calmness and for sleep as well, because I don't feel you're sleeping very well. You've got the nice sofa there, so I just want you to sit back, listen to what others have to say, then say what you need to say, and hopefully they will listen to your side as well, and maybe a compromise can be reached. It seems to be the theme of the night tonight. It's all about not being stubborn and reaching a compromise and being closer together with family. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday. Hi, Pravinda. Hope you're well. Hi, Tanya. Now, I did see a message from somebody about their gifts, and I can't remember who it was. Let me have a look. Excuse me 1 second while I scroll. Drum roll. I have to go all the way back, so just bear with me a second, people. Hi, Tonya. Sierra, no. I can't find it now. Oh, well, never mind. Keith, can I come to you, my darling? just scrolled past your name and I was it lit up like a firework. So I do know you're a very fiery and passionate person, my darling. And something has got your belly up. Let's have a look. Something is irritating you and has got you all fired up, my darling. Because like I say, you was lit up like the 4th of July, as they say. I want to say passions are running high with the situation with yourself at the moment. And everybody's talking at each other rather than to each other, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling, please. There you are. Hello. Let me know if this situation resonates with you, my darling. Like you're being all fired up. It could be a negative thing. It could be a positive thing. I'd get it somewhere in between. It's like you're fired up with frustration. You understand that? Okay, thank you for that confirmation, my darling. I feel fired up with frustration because you're trying, you know it's the right thing, what you're saying, and it's the right advice, what you're giving, but it seems other people have got other ideas, and rather than listening to you and seeing it from your point of view, they're only interested in their own selfish perspectives. And it's got you all fired up and frustrated. So what I want to say to you, my darling, is let them get on with it, because when it backfires, then they will come to you and they will need that advice and they will need that direction. But for them to be able to listen to you, sometimes you have to hit rock bottom before the only way is up, if that makes sense. So they have to try their own way, make the mistakes, and then they'll realise that you was right all along. All right, my darling, so let them get on with it. Let's see what the card says for you. Yeah, toil and labour. You feel like you're on your own at the minute at work, or to do with this situation. There's this feeling of abandonment, like you expected the support, but you're not getting any of the support. You see that lady working on her own. Again, she's wearing blue. Blue is all about communication, and there is a lack of communication because nobody is listening, because they don't feel it's worthy enough to be listened to. So let them make the mistakes. You carry on doing what you're doing. Do the right thing, carry on doing what you're doing, let them make their own mistakes, and then when it backfires on them, they will come to you and they will need your advice and guidance, and they will soon realize that you was right. All right, that's just backed up. You do music. Okay, well, go with what your heart tells you to do, my darling. Go with your gut instinct. Go the pathway that you feel is best for you, and they will follow suit when theirs doesn't work out. Okay, my darling? I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. And it's cool that you do music. I love music. It can heal or harm, music. A bit like words, an inexhaustible source of magic, as J.K. Rowling made Dumbledore say in Harry Potter. Right, okay. Oh, Kayla. I looked at your name and this card jumped out. There you go, Kayla. You've got community. So this is all about, again, getting yourself out there and pulling yourself together within the community. 9 and 3 is 12. 12 is December. So I do know that December is an important time of year for you to get together with those around you. Not necessarily family, but I want to say friends that have become family, becoming a pivotal centre of the community, helping out those less fortunate than yourself. I do feel some volunteer or some charity work either has been done or is coming up to being done with yourself. Let me know if that makes sense, my darling. Again, it's a positive card. It's all about getting out there and getting yourself seen and not helping others less fortunate than themselves to get any praise or credit or It's not about big up in yourself. It's about you feeling thankful and feeling like you have a purpose in yourself by helping others. Okay, and I'm glad it resonates for you, my darling. Thank you. Okay, let's have a look. Who's next? Karen. I know you've got it twice, but I'm going to say it 3 times. Karen. And I want to say it with a waggy finger. So what have you been up to, young lady? Because whatever it is you've been up to, you've not been taking care of yourself. And that's exactly how I'm wanting to put it to yourself when I tune into your energy. I want to give you a good kick up the backside and tell you you need to start looking after yourself, young lady, because you're not eating properly and you're not sleeping properly. Let me know if this makes sense, please. I'll just wait for your reply before I carry on. I feel things have been fast-paced for you, Karen, fast-moving. Would you understand that, please? Things have been a little bit, it's like you can't make out one day to the next at the moment. You feel like you're skipping days because you've blinked and you've missed them. You've been that busy doing things for other people instead of doing things for yourself. And I'm getting a headache with this as well. Now, I've got a lady in spirit that's come to join me. And it's important that you know that this is coming from spirit and not from the cards. 1, I've not pulled you a card yet. And 2, spirit have just washed the way in. This lady's come through, and this lady either had a stroke condition or she suffered with a hemorrhage of some sort in her head, because I'm getting the pain down the right hand side of my body, from my head down to my fingertips. I'm feeling like I've got a stroke condition or I've got less movement. Would you understand this, please? Yes, you do. Thank you for that. So this lady's come through because she's concerned that you're not looking after yourself. She's saying you cannot save everybody, my darling. You cannot do. Rome wasn't built in a day, okay? There's a line in the song, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, by Otis Redding, and it says, I can't do what 10 people tell me to do. And you can't, darling, because you're going to drain your energy, you're going to wear yourself out and burn yourself out. And this is what she's worried about. She doesn't want you burning yourself. This lady would have been a very quick talker, and she would have been straight to the point, but she would have been firm but fair. And I feel she's talking to you with a waggy finger, but by the same argument, it's coming from a place of love. And you can tell it's coming from a place of love by the look in her eyes. She spoke with her eyes as well as her mouth. You knew when she was being serious, and you knew when she was being loving by the look on her face and the looks in her eyes. This lady also had really long eyelashes as well at one point. And I'm going with I know this is very generic for an old person, but I want to put her in curlers, and I want to put her as a pepper grey towards the end. Yes, grandmother, thank you very much for that confirmation, my darling. I do feel this lady was very loving, but I also feel there was a little bit of arthritis in her bones as well. Let me know if you understand that. And she, like I say, she's coming through because she's worried about your health. She wants to do you a homemade beef stew. So I do know that grandmother was a very traditional cook, and she loved to cook homemade meals. And she's saying a bit of that would do you some good, my darling. A bit of that would do you some good. Whether she'd speak like that in life, I don't know, but this is how she's putting it across to me right now. Homemade beef stew would do you some good. And she used to call you child as well. Okay. You've been struggling financially, my darling, but you've got an unexpected income now. It might not be a lot. You've got 7 and 2, which is 9. 9 is September. So I do know September and autumn will be very significant for you for anniversary, passing, or birthday. I have Grandma's putting on me that there is a birthday in September, whether this is her birthday or somebody around you, but there's definitely a birthday that's important in September. But I also want to say there will be some unexpected income coming your way. Now, again, it might not be a lot. It might just be enough to make a little small difference to what you're doing now, whether you're expecting a promotion or a pay rise. But whatever it is that's coming, you won't know about it until it gets there. Okay, my darling? So I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. And I'd like to thank your grandma for working with me as well. Just as she's leaving, she's given me some daffodils for you. So I also know that March and Mother's Day would be important to you as well. And daffodils is also linked to Wales because it's the flower of Wales. So I do know there would be links to Wales in the UK as well. Again, let me know if that makes sense. So before I go, she sends all her love. She's blown you kisses and given you a healing blanket. So I do know that you need some healing at the moment on an emotional level. All right, my darling. So I'll leave Grandma's love with you and say thank you for working with me, and thank you. Okay, who's next? Let me see. I didn't bring a drink upstairs with me like a silly Billy that I am. Here's one I made earlier. Right. Let's see who's next. Hi, Jodie. Hi, Barbara. Hi, Nina. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Alicia. Dolores. Dolores France. Now, as I said your name, the Lover's card jumped out. So I don't know if you're in a relationship or not. If you're not, there's one coming. And if you are, there's a closeness that's coming. I feel there's been a little bit of distance between you and a loved one recently. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. This could be a familial. I struggled to say that then. Would you understand someone in the spirit, please, that had struggled? Oh, dearie me. Okay. Would you understand somebody in the spirit world that had trouble speaking and struggled to get their words out? It's like they spoke too fast and tripped over their words. What you say no to, my darling? No, you don't understand anyone in spirit that had the speech problem. I know that you're not in a relationship at the moment. Oh, yes, your dad had the speech problem. So, if you're not in a relationship at the moment, there's definitely one coming your way, my darling, okay? So look out for that. But I also know that there's a distance in a relationship lately between yourself and somebody else. Again, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be family or friendships that have gone a bit distant. But I want to say that with support and communication, that relationship can be healed and it will become closer together and all will be well. You've got 5 and 6, and 6 is June. So I do know by the summer you're going to have an abundance of support, a great friendship group and tighter relationships. Okay, my darling. So whatever it is you've been worrying about in terms of your relationships, friendship or family, more family. Okay then, my darling, if you can take it as family, it can be either one, but there's definitely some distance at the moment. But by June you will have that closeness back again. But again, it's going to take support and communication from both sides. You've got clear skies in that card, and Dad is coming through to say that keep yourself on a mental level and an emotional level, and all will be well, okay? He's watching. He's saying that he's around you, and he's saying that you've heard his footsteps on the stairs and felt him touch you at night time, especially when you've been sleeping. You've kind of woke up to a funny heat or change of temperature on your cheek. That's Dad stroking your face, my darling. It's just to make sure that you're sleeping, that's all. And as I'm talking, he's messing with my cards, bless him. And you've got the Great Fortune one leapt out. So you've had 2 cards from Dad today. Okay, my darling. You've got the Great Fortune card, so there's definitely brighter days coming for you, and Dad just wants you to know that everything's going to be okay. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. I'm not going to open it up because it's personal, and I feel that Dad was a very private person while he was on this earth, so you would understand Dad keeping your privacy in check, but he's just saying there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you would know what he meant by that. Okay, my darling, it's just he's come down to give you some reassurance and some love. And he's given you a gold heart locket. Now, whether he gave you this in life and you've got a gold heart locket, or whether this is symbolic, I've got no idea, but he's given me a gold heart locket for you, my darling. Okay. And I hope that helps you, and I will thank your Dad for popping in and saying hello. All right, my lovely, thank you. Okay, who's next? It's beautiful to work with spirit as well. You're very welcome, Dolores. I hope that helps you, my darling. Okay, just know, like I say, that there are brighter days coming. So by June, again, you should be in a much better place than what you are now. Lots of positive cards tonight. Lots of positive cards. We like the positive ones. Okay. Oh. Nina, you're going to wish you hadn't said that, my darling. Be careful what you wish for. You've got the marriage card. Again, you've got the number 3, which is March. So I do know that March would be significant for a wedding anniversary. Let me know if that makes sense, please, or significant in some other way. But I do feel that this is a wedding anniversary in March. Now, I don't know if you're married or not, but this is about proposals, not necessarily a marriage proposals, but a collaboration between 2 people. So it could be a business venture, it could be a work venture, it could be a promotional venture, anything that requires you to work with somebody else or to have a proposal from somebody else to do with anything. Okay, my darling? Let me find your name. Who did I say that was for? Nina Marlin, this feeding's for. Sorry. It jumped out as soon as you said that. So, Nina, this is for you, my darling, okay? So, again, this is about a proposal coming your way to do with a collaboration, not necessarily a marriage proposal, although if you're expecting one, there will be one coming. If you're not expecting one, it'll be to do with the work or collaborating with somebody else to do with a venture or a project or something that you've got in the pipeline. Okay, it's saying that you need there's definitely some sort of proposal coming your way. All right, my darling. So I hope that helps you. Again, it means that brighter days are coming. I think by March, between now and March, this proposal will be coming. So keep an eye out for that, my darling. All right. March is a death anniversary. Okay. Well, as long as you can take the March, darling. Be nice to be proposed to. Well, watch out for it between now and March. And you never know. But again, it's not forced to be a marriage proposal. It might be, like I say, a business proposal or a work proposal. but there's definitely some sort of proposal coming. All right, my darling. And I hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Oh, take another drink. Oh, I'm thirsty today. Okay. Alithia, I don't think I've read for you before, have I, my darling? Let's choose you. Don't forget, we are streaming to Facebook and YouTube. So if you're on YouTube, you need to comment. Otherwise, I can't see who's on YouTube. At the minute, it's all Facebook users. You need brighter days. You've got brighter days coming, my darling. There's definitely some positivity. Okay, Alethea. Pretty name, by the way. Very pretty name. It's unusual. I like unusual names. Would you understand a lady in spirit, please, that had achy bones and particularly suffered with a stiff neck? Because I'm wanting to roll my neck and it's so painful. It's like I've got a knot or a creak in it and I just can't get rid of it. I feel very stiff. I feel like I've got one of the neck braces on. I'm not saying they wore one, but they must have had one at some point for some sort of support. Because I do feel like my neck needs supporting. Would you understand this, please, my darling? Hi, Vladimir. Welcome. Your mum likes rolling her neck. Oh, that's what, yeah, because she's making me do that. It's like I've got a really bad stiff neck on my right-hand side, and I just, no matter what I do, I just can't shift it. So mum's around you and she's being greedy with the cards. Ha! Mature woman. This is for you, my darling. This is mum's way of saying thumbs up. Whatever it is you've been going through, my darling, you've been quite grown up and quite mature about it. And I don't mean that to sound patronizing in any way, shape or form, but it could have gone very childish and very wrong. But she's saying that, she's saying that you've dealt with it with dignity and grace. I've also got take it off. I've also got a sickness with mum and it goes right into my throat. And I feel like I've got a sore throat with mum. So whether she suffered with a sore throat, I don't know. But there's definitely, again, this lady is wearing blue. So there's something that definitely needs saying. And it's going to ruffle a few feathers, whatever it is that needs saying. But it's going to ruffle a few feathers and upset a few people. But you've got the purple of the healing on the shoulder and the chest there. So I do know whatever this is will help. Once it's said, hearts will start to heal, because I do feel this pain is in the heart chakra, and the pain that's been caused has gone right to the heart of yourself. So once you've said, okay, you can take it off now, thank you. Once you've said what needs to be said, the heart can start healing. Let me know if that makes sense. I do feel you do need to speak up, and again, you're another one that needs to make their voice heard. Would you understand mum having a bit of a cough as well, unless this is with you? I'm getting a bit of a cough. Hi, Meg. Hi, Carney. You're not sure? Okay, well, remember I've given it to you, my darling, okay? But there's something around you at the moment that's really hurting your heart at the moment. It's like you feel like no matter what you do, it's not good enough. No matter what you say, it's not going to be right. Yeah, you're holding a lot in at the moment, my darling, and you need to let it out because it's draining my energy. Mum's putting it on me, and I feel absolutely drained of energy with yourself because you're trying to keep it all in and you're trying to be the strong one. And she's saying you are stronger than what you think you are, but that doesn't mean you have to hold everything in. You have to let it out. even rain clouds have to let the rain go when they get too heavy, and she feels that life's got a little bit too heavy for you at the moment. Would you understand having a deep voice? Because I don't know if you can hear it over the stream, but my voice has gone really deep, especially for a woman. I feel really bassy. And I also have a problem with my eyes. I don't know if this is with you. Let me check. I feel this is with you, actually. I feel like my eyes are blurred up, so I do know there's been a lot of tears with yourself recently. Does that make sense as well, my darling? Mina, I've seen you on here before. Yes, that does make sense. Thank you for that confirmation. Oh, you've been on plenty of times, Mina. I've seen you watching people on this channel before. I know, because I do a lot of the admin. Okay, let's pick a card for you, my darling. You've got better days coming as well, my sweetheart. There you go. You've been asking the angels and your mum and spirit for help, and it's on its way, my darling. Again, it's November, so by the end of November, you should be in a much better place. This is all about abundance of love, abundance of joy, and abundance of everything that you need. Again, it's about what you need, not about what necessarily about what you want. Okay, my darling, I hope that makes sense for you. And Mum's saying, please try and get some sleep. Turn off the tech at night and try and get some sleep. All right, Alethea, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. Hi, Terry. Hi, Shah. Oh, I can't see. Let me wipe my eyes, because it came on a bit too strong, that did. It's made my eyes blurry. Oh, dear. There we go. That's better. I can see you. Hi, Helen. Oh, there we go. Asking you shall receive, Helen. This is the second time this card has come out. You need family around you, my darling. This is about getting together with family, communicating with family, and getting rid of all the negativity and the bad vibes that's been going around at the moment. There's a distance between four of you, because I'm seeing 4 pictures instead of 3 pictures in a fireplace. But I also see Winnie the Pooh in the fireplace. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm seeing Winnie the Pooh, so I do know that there's some significance over Winnie the Pooh, which tells me that this communication that needs to be done is to do with childhood rifts that should have ended a long time ago. So I want to say, make sure that you get together with family, and you talk whatever it is through, and you lay it to rest. Okay, my darling? Lay it to rest. Oh, you're not draining my energy, my darling. You're fine. It's what spirit do. They're not draining my energy. You're fine, my darling. I hope that makes sense, Helen. Let me know, please. Does Winnie the Pooh make sense to you? And childhood rifts that need sorting. It's like you've been carrying it for a long, long time. You need to get together with family and speak your truth and have it out and say, actually, when this happened, you might have all laughed it off or treated it like it didn't matter. But to me, it did. Yes, makes sense. Thank you for that confirmation, my sweetheart. Hope that helps, and thank you for working with me. Hi, Denise. Let's see. Meg Clarkey, let's come to you. Hi, Denise. Hope you're well. Meg Clarkey, let's come to you. I don't know if you've had a cold recently, Meg, but my nose is starting to snot up. So I do feel that I've either had a bit of sinusitis or I've had a bit of a cold and I just can't shift it. It feels like a bit of a head cold. So I don't know if you've been ill lately. Let me know. Because that's what I feel when I tune into your energy. I feel like I've got a blocked up nose and a stuffy head. Oh, happy birthday, John Ross. But I'm sure you said that yesterday too. No, you haven't. Okay. Would you know somebody in spirit that suffered with blocked noses and headaches and constantly had colds? Would you understand somebody in spirit that had colds a lot? I want to go with a gentleman as well with this. Not to your knowledge. Okay, my darling. Well, remember, I've given it to you. I don't like doing carrier bag mediumship, but there's a reason why this has come across, and I'm trying to work out why they would have given me that. Let me see what the cards say for you, my darling. This gentleman feels like a granddad, and he's very quietly spoken. And I want to put him on Dad's side of the family. Would you understand Granddad in spirit from Dad's side of the family, please? Let's pull a card for Meg. You do. Thank you for that confirmation, because it's Granddad that I've got with me then. And he's very quietly spoken. He's quite sensitive underneath, but he has definitely got a persona on the front, on the surface. He's very different on the surface to what he is underneath, but he only ever let those who were close to him see the real him, if that makes sense. He never let his true self be known to those outside of the family or those that he felt protective over. You've got mature woman as well, my darling. So again, this is a big thumbs up from Grandad. Whatever it is you've gone through or going through, he wants to give you a big thumbs up for dealing with it with dignity and grace, my sweetheart. Okay, you've got the healing colours there. You've got the communication colours there. So I do know that you've worked hard and communicated a lot to get where you are now, whether that's with talking therapy or talking to friends, or just letting things out to those that you need to let things out to. You've worked hard on yourself to get yourself where you are. I'm seeing 2 diamond earrings. Diamond is April for me, so I do know that April will be significant for a birthday. And you've also got 6, which is June, and I also know that June will be significant for a passing or a birthday. All right, my darling. I'm seeing the white roses in the background. This has come from spirit. This has come from the love of your Granddad in spirit. And white roses is pure love and innocence. So I do know that you have quite an innocent, childlike demeanor about you, but in a good way. You like to have fun. You like to be that little child now and again, and you see things from childlike eyes and innocent eyes, which isn't always a bad thing, but he just wants you to keep that mature head on your shoulders and keep doing what you're doing. All right, my sweetheart, and I'll leave Granddad's love with you and say thank you for working with me. Hi, Adrienne. Okay, let's see who's next. John Ross. Let's see what the cards say for you, since you're cheeky enough to say it's your birthday. Let's see, what have the cards got to say for John Ross? John Ross, can you take a dad in spirit, please, that suffered with high blood pressure? Let me know if you're there, John Ross. Somebody's stealing from you because you are in poverty at the moment, my darling, and this doesn't necessarily mean financial poverty, but I feel like you're lacking support. You've got a fire in your belly. You've got some pent-up anger going on there somewhere, because I'm seeing the stormy clouds, fiery, dark, grey, and I feel like everybody's stealing from you and putting you, they're stealing your energy, they're stealing your time, they're stealing your finances, they're just robbing you of everything that's good about you. They're robbing, you're letting them rob you of it. So let me know if that makes sense, my darling. And I want to say, you need to get off them rooftops, and you need to put that chimney brush down, and you need to have a good old sweep out of your friendship group. Okay, my sweetheart? Make sure that you get rid of the people that are stealing from you and putting you in poverty, and show your true self to people, and then the right people will come along, I want to say, because I feel at the minute you're with the wrong circle, you're with the wrong tribe, and you can't go around everybody and save everybody. They need to learn to do things on their own. All right, my darling, I hope that helps, and I'll say thank you for working with me. And that is it for tonight, my people. Thank you for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. Join me again next Monday for another session. I will be on, but I will see you in the meantime. We have other readers on here. Keep looking back at the page for who's on and when, and you'll be able to get some more readings with any luck. And those that haven't got a reading tonight may be lucky enough to get a reading from somebody else. All right, my sweets, have a good day, have a good week, and I will see you next week. God bless. Love to all. Bye-bye.